EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, right side. He will score. Touchdown, Washington. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw right away. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go, back man. 180.
They'll run with Gibson. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Way to hustle, boy.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Right here.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, he stays up. They'll roll him out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
93. 93.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
You're mine. Take four. Express. Mike 637.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Express. In your face. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 29. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Slam.
Here's Carr to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
734. Express.
To throw, it's Carr. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver. Separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Rolling to his right. And Waller taking it in over the middle. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Carr now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Out to start the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw his car. And he'll find Moreau here. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They go with Jacobs. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a play fake. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Express. 93. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 25, check 25, check 25. Shit.
Here we go on fourth down with Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this is incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Let's go one more.
On 4th down, Carr. Here's a diving catch right side. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jacobs going to try the middle, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Check 13. Check 13.
Switch, switch, switch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Down. 180. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Hey, Raider 2. Switch.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
What now? 180. 52's the mic. I got one. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Hey.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Jacobs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 52. Mike 52. So don't say nothing. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Easy, kill.
Now Carr. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Carlson on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have?
He's got a man complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In motion, the tight end.
Watch the screen. Pass. Where's 52? Watch 52. Later 9. 29. 29.
Now Card. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now on first down. Steps away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Carr. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Carr going to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Back to throw. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On first down, Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw. Carr. This a screen to Abdullah. Touchdown. Amir Abdullah. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
We got 4. We got 4.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. 93. 93.
On play action, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
23 yards the pickup there.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire able to take it in from 1 yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw him. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit.
There he goes left side, past the 20. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 54 yards on the ground for him so far. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Forced out to his left. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Monday, down. You wide at 8. Tight end right. 4 down. Check. Begin. Check.
Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Carr to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
No, not today.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Yeah, we got it down. Shut it down. Let's do this.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Las Vegas. The NFL on We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll throw it with Stidham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. You got nothing today. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. A CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mike 57. What we got? Alert 3.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. But they went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now, Mike 57. 180. Hey, we're good. 180.
57's Mike.
Man, I got you. 57, Mike, 50.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hey, check Mike. Express. 57. You remember me? You remember me?
Get down.
Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. They'll try and run with Abdullah. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
57, Mike, 57. I'm here all day.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Check 3, check 11, 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time. We're scoreless after 1.
One, ready?
50, Mike's 50. All right, T, let's
11, 11, 11.
2 times.
Hey, we got 3, 3 down, 3 down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Get that quarterback at all costs.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow being chased out left. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Gun.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, we got Mike 50. 11 MT.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
57 to Mike.
In motion goes the tight end. Third and 2 now, Stidham. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it fixed.
Touchdown, Bengals! Mitchell Wilcox, 28 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
I don't care what you is. They can't get none of this.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Again, that's Hurst. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
There we go. Express. 637. 57's the mic.
Here's Carr to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Burrow on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive with Abdullah. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go with Abdullah again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
In your face.
Shift.
Tighten up.
Express.
Tighten up.
Raider 9.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now Carr. Flushed out right. He hits Adams complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
180. 180. We're good. 180.
They're not ready for this.
Carr now on 1st down.
Y'all playing the wrong
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
6 man. 29. Check curls, check curls, check curls. One, Raider one. Express.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now it's Carr. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Easy, kill. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Check 4. Slam.
Now a play fake. Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21.
57 to Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Check. Raider 1.
Carr now to throw.
Safety's creeping.
Touchdown Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here I come. 57 to Mike. 57.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Rolling to his right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On 1, ready?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
White down. White 85. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. 57's the mic. Watch 57. It's a party now. It's a party now. Express. Motion.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. He gets it left side to Johnson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down, here's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You think you gonna get this? Express. You think you gonna get this? 51. Hey, 734. You're not ready. You're not ready.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
All day, punt.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Three down. One, Raider 1.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
You better be afraid. Express. You better be afraid of me. Express. Get set.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
51's
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go. 51's
Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Carr now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. 93.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. They'll roll him out right. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Rolling to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. One more time with Jacobs. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a